What's up, Cancer? Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's see what you need to know right now, what you need to look out for, and what is coming towards you for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly. We have harmony. May sweet and soft things find you. Give to the mind and it gives back. With the seeker at the bottom, could you surrender just a little bit more? All-seeing eye, spirit, and release. This feels good. This feels nourishing. This feels like a restoring of energy. By the way, I'm so cold right now. I have to have my hood on. My hands are like ice. Oof. But okay. So, Cancer, you are stepping into a period of your life where you're going to be experiencing a lot of harmony, a lot of joy, a lot of fulfillment, and it really does stem from within. It really stems from your mind. When you nourish yourself, when you take care of yourself, when you're loving yourself, when you're showing up the best you possibly can. And every single day is going to show up a little bit differently. Some days your best might not be 100%. It might be 20%. It might be 5%. It might be 70%. But your best is going to look different each and every day. But the energy that you're embodying, the energy that you're feeling during this period is true harmony, true bliss. You're in alignment. A lot of sweet things are coming towards you. Your manifestations are on their way, / you're already starting to see it materialize. And overall, it feels really good. So the biggest challenge for you at this moment is, can you surrender just a little bit more? Not to push, not to force, not to demand, not to, just surrender and trust your vision, trust your mind's eye, trust that what you desire, it's on its way to you. It's on its way to you. Just as we are all certain the sun will rise and the sun will set, regardless if we see it, regardless if it's cloudy or sunny, clear skies, we always know that the sun is there. It's that deep inner knowing. So whatever it is that you're visualizing, whatever it is that you can imagine, it is here and it is coming towards you. It's rising above to meet you. So right now you are being called to surrender, not to push, not to force, but to trust on your own inner vision, your all-seeing eye, trusting spirit and releasing the need to always be in control. You can take your hands off the wheel. You don't need to push or force anything at this moment, or really ever, right? But so give to the mind and it gives back. Nourish your mind. Be very aware of the thoughts that you're having when it comes to yourself, when it comes to your money, when it comes to relationships. Pay very close attention to the quality your mind is, the state of your mind. Pay attention to the quality. Let's pull an animal card just to see the vibes. Just want one. We'll see if we get one. Sometimes we get more. Show me Cancerians' energy right now as they're listening to this. Show me Cancerians' current energy. One card, please. The butterfly. Ooh, I'm not even gonna bother looking at the bottom. One card, okay? The energy that you currently are in, Cancer, you're in transformation. You're in between two stages. Actually, are you really? Okay, I said don't peek at the bottom, but I want to, Nightingale. I feel like as you're expressing your truth, as you're expressing yourself, showing up as your most authentic self, this is you embodying a new version. So yes, actually, you have made it out of the cocoon. You have finally shed the chrysalis. You have finally broken free from the restrictions, from the limited beliefs, from the doubts, the insecurities, the pain, the trauma, the whatever it was that was holding you back no longer has power over you. This is the rebirth. This is beautiful. Butterfly effect, okay? Like literally life-changing stuff is happening right now as we are speaking. This is incredible. And it all stems from within. It all stems from you giving to yourself, giving to your mind, really just switching your narrative, especially if you've struggled with like negative self-talk or just like anxiety, you're shifting your awareness, becoming more still, becoming more, let me look at this, the seeker card, right? There's this water, there's like little waves, but, and you know, that's life. You're gonna have waves of emotions, highs and lows is part of the cycle. It is what it is, but you can observe and not let it control you as like maybe you once let it like really fucking steer you off course or mess with your emotions or mess with your day or mess with your life, you know, like you're not really giving your power like that anymore. So there are changes in regards to your job, changes in regards to a relationship, and definitely changes, most importantly, changes what's going on within you that are going to have this ripple effect in your surroundings. So I actually want to see the energy that you're stepping into in the near future. What are you becoming? So right now, current energy, you're the butterfly. I'm very curious to see the energy that you're going to shapeshift, transition into. Let's see what lies ahead for Cancer. What is the energy Cancerian will be stepping into in the near future? So this hasn't happened yet. I want to clarify. Let's see the energy that you are about to step into, Cancer. We have a flyer. What is it? The lizard. Okay, so this is more of like the self-embodiment. This is more of focusing on your inner world, your creative projects, your self-expression, your artistic abilities, your healing arts as well. Meditation is a big thing here. Just like observation, becoming aware of your surroundings and becoming aware of your inner state. That's the energy that you're becoming. That's the energy, just being more still and observant. Okay, and then after that, can we see can we see what happens next after this period of observation and awareness? So it's like this is you observing yourself, observing the observer is what I'm hearing. Camel. Why did I hear that phrase, the straw that broke the camel's back? We have deer also at the bottom. I'm not going to pull any more here, but the camel. So as you are observing thyself, yourself, your awareness, camel, this is a journey of adventure and more of this self-exploration. The camel represents independence, self-reliance, and freedom. This is about maintaining balance during the most extreme situations, right? Camels, we find them in the desert, the heat. Deserts are very extreme, very hot, but they're able to sustain themselves with their water in their humps. They're able to continue to nourish themselves. So this is where you're always having enough. You're keeping your battery charged to 100% or as high as possible, right? Taking care of the mind, taking care of your inner world, your inner state of being, so that you can remain calm and at peace and grounded, okay? So camel can also represent travel. You might be traveling afar. You might be planning some sort of trip, booking a flight, stuff like that. Maybe there's a friend you're meeting up with or someone that you will be seeing in the near future. So that maybe is something you're looking forward to. Okay, let's get into the tarot for Cancer. What do my Cancerians need to know right now? Show me clearly. Okay. Ten of Wands. First card out. That did fall out on the lizard. So it's that observation. I said that weird. Of like, what is it that you may need to release? And I almost feel like my throat just made a funny growl sound. Maybe there's something you need to communicate, which the next card is the Page of Swords, which is card of communication. We also have strength, and we also have the Eight of Cups. Having the strength to walk away, having the strength to see things clearly and know that when the time's up, when something's done, when you've had enough, like enough is enough. Six of Cups is at the bottom. Something being brought up about the past, okay? Two of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so a bit of heavier energies, even the Eight of Swords. So this is why, with the circumstances that you're dealing with, that you are maintaining a self-awareness, staying grounded, being at peace, or trying your best to remain zen through it all. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, 10 of Wands, starting off with 10 of Wands, quite heavy. You could be feeling really burnt out. Maybe you have a lot of emotional stuff that you're maneuvering through, right? We got a lot of cups, 8 of cups, 6 of cups, 5 of cups, a lot of mind stuff, 8 of swords. You got a lot going on, a lot of shifts, a lot of changes. As you are stepping into more harmony, it's becoming clear what is bringing disharmony in your life, whatever that's throwing you off balance, whatever that's having an effect on your mood or destabilizing you, whatever that's affecting your whatever that's affecting your mindset or affecting your inner world. It's becoming very obvious of what is disturbing your harmony or disturbing your happiness, disturbing your peace. And so this 10 of Wands, when a 10 of Wands comes out, there's something that you need to let go of. There's something that you have to clear. This is something here you're having to find the strength to overcome, or even acceptance is a huge thing, right? Acceptance. What is it that you've been resisting? What is it that you have been ignoring, overlooking, turning a blind eye to, or just like clinging on to? What is it that you've been, I'm repeating myself. You get the gist. So with the 10 of Wands to the Page of Swords, this is where you're unlocking new awareness of how to handle these situations, how to handle the stress, or how to handle the pressure, how to chop it up into bite-sized pieces, making it more easier to digest, easier to swallow. Okay. Page of Swords, this is where you're uncovering new information that unlocks a different approach. This might be through a conversation that you have. This might be through, something that is said out loud, something that you express. There may be some truth bombs. We'll have to clarify, really get to this, but this can even be just like you making new commitments, signing new contracts, new deals, things like that nature. Some of you could be leaving a job or leaving an environment. Something about moving is coming through. 8 of Cups, though, it is something you've invested a lot of time or you've invested a lot of emotion into. You've given a lot of yourself to. And I see with Strength here, you're trying your best to be calm and patient. And maybe you got Leo energy or dealing with somebody with Leo placements. But there's a lot of this endurance that you've been carrying and are carrying during this period. We start off with the 10 of Wands, and then the last card that we pulled was Strength. So it's like, I'm hearing I'm at my wit's end. Are you at your wit's end, Cancer? Are you feeling like that? Comment down below if that resonates. But Strength with the 10 of Wands. You're pushing and pushing. You have a lot of demand or expectations, whether it's yours or others, but there's this, it does feel exhausting. It does feel kind of draining. But Strength tells us that, like, not to lose hope, not to lose sight of our vision, not to give up, and, strength to walk away, like we were saying earlier. 8 of Cups to Strength. Having the strength to let go, having the strength to detach, having the ability to, remain calm during the uncertainty. So at the bottom, we have the 6 of Cups. So this is bringing up the past, matters of the past, blasts from the past, people that we have history with. This is also our past selves, our old selves, old identities, old versions of ourselves that may not resonate, that we're shedding dead skin, that we're shedding this old awareness, this old mindset that we used to carry. We used to tell ourselves certain things that are outdated. We don't resonate with that anymore. We don't align with that anymore, and that's okay. And that's maybe something that you're letting go. That's something you're removing yourself from, detaching yourself from, disassociating from. So the 6 of Cups, again, matters of the past. This was with the 4 of Wands, the 2 of Swords. Like, you have some choices to make. Choosing a different way, choosing a different approach. Now, this is probably bringing attention towards some sort of foundation, probably a relationship. Again, we're going to clarify and pull some cards on this, but 4 of Wands does talk about something you've invested time, energy, quite a bit of time, quite a bit of energy that you've been planning and preparing, and you have these aspirations and these goals for the future, and things are progressing. And it is showing here, there's this crossroad here, okay? There's a crossroad that determines how things play out, that determines what happens next. And this decision that you have, well, Five of Cups. Head over heart decision might be a big thing. You may have to make a choice that like you don't want to, but you're kind of forced to. Or you're sad about this decision, or sad about the circumstance, or disappointed maybe. Maybe not sad, but just kind of bummed out or disappointed. Or again, it's about accepting your situation without resistance. Your affirmation, I will move forward when the time is right. So there could be something telling you like the timing's not right. Something right now doesn't feel like it's the right time. Maybe that's what you're hung up on. Are you feeling like this isn't the right time? Or are you just overanalyzing it? Eight of Swords. Are you just getting all up in your head? Are you just delaying the inevitable? Eight of Swords. I release myself. I release myself from self-inflicted binds. Okay, so there is something that's been holding you back. What's holding you back? Well, whatever that is that's holding you back, it won't be much longer. You about to break free. Very much happening. Okay. So this is about you observing your transformation, observing how far you've come and how much you've changed and evolved. And again, observing your mind as well. Okay. Let's look into this. 10 of Wands here. Move my hood so I'm not blocking my eyes. I'm starting to warm up, actually. It's crazy. Okay, 10 of Wands. Why is the 10 of Wands here for Cancer? Page of Swords with the Knight of Swords. See, it's a double confirmation. Page of Swords, Page of Swords. I need a little bit more to understand. 10 of Wands for Cancer. There's something you're really wanting to like persevere in. There's something you're really wanting to take action towards. Ooh, 7 of Swords. Okay, that fell out with the Knight of Swords. What was at the bottom? The Fool. Okay, one more. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, that fell out on the Page of Swords, which double confirmation. Page of Swords, Page of Swords fell out on both those. 2 of Swords, double confirmation. Look at all the double confirmation. What the heck? 2 of Swords, the World and the Tower. I feel like we need to put that here just so we can make sense of some things going on. Okay, so slowly but surely, you are unlocking this different perspective or like new insight, new information, and the gears are starting to turn. There's this transition that's probably been going on for a couple of months, I would say. Maybe since the beginning of this year. And, oops, knocking the 7 of Swords. There's this energy of going from slow to fast. Like, something's picking up. Something is now starting to pick up speed. This might be connected to Jupiter direct. Jupiter was retrograding since November of last year in 2025. It's now direct. So we may actually start to experience a lot of forward momentum in certain areas of our life. And fuck, I keep knocking these cards off because these massive sleeves. These gigantic sleeves. So I'm seeing we go from a Page of Swords to a Knight of Swords. So from thinking, watching, observing, researching, just gathering, collecting, and processing the information, right? To now taking action and doing something about what we've gained, what we've learned, what we now are putting into practice. And then we have the 7 of Swords that comes out. Knight of Swords and the 7 of Swords. 10 of Wands. This could be saying to watch your step. This could be saying you don't have all the facts, you don't have all the information. This can represent something that is either hidden from you or that you are hiding. Something that's hidden will be revealed. I need to know more on that. So let me just take a pause. At the bottom, we have the Two of Swords, the World, and the Tower. It looks like, and this connects with the Two of Swords from over here, it looks like a choice you're making, this crossroad. Remember, we were saying Two of Swords to Five of Cups. Maybe it's a decision you have to make that you don't really want to make, but you kind of have to, or don't remember what else I said about that, but something along the lines. You're making a decision to switch paths here. You either evolve or you repeat. You're choosing to evolve. You're not looking to repeat this cycle. So you're choosing the path that leads to change. You're actively making the change, right? You're the butterfly. That's their first card out in this reading. You're the butterfly. Butterfly effect. By you making different choices, change your entire life, it completely changes. Your entire surroundings, your entire reality changes when you decide to do things differently. So what is that Seven of Swords about? What is that Seven of Swords about? Let me just take a deeper look into this Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Cancer? Are you feeling guilty? Tower. I'm hearing blessing in disguise, or something's in disguise. Something's disguised. Or it appears to be one way, but then in actuality, we have the Lovers. Someone's mask could be falling off. Page of Swords. Triple confirmation. 3 pages of swords for this one section. That's wild. So you're becoming aware of something to do with a commitment or a foundation or something that has been deeply established or been part of your life for a long time. And you're becoming aware. You're again, choices, decisions. We had that. The Tower with the Two of Swords. And then the Tower with the Lovers. So there's a significant shakeup. There's a significant change that's playing out, and this could be about a person that you're committed to or within a relationship here. The foundation is shifting, and so the Seven of Swords tells me that this hasn't happened yet, or this hasn't been revealed, or the after effects of everything that's shaken down, this release of energy. Maybe there, again, we were talking about truth bombs, possibly. Sun, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of... Oh my God! The synchronicities in this reading. I'm sorry for laughing, but I'm just like, what the heck? It's in this entire reading. It's just the same cards. There's something being revealed to you that you aren't aware of right now. Right here, right now. It's not in front of you just yet. It's going to become so abundantly clear. Something, and then we have a Knight of Pentacles, double confirmation again. This has been something that's been slowly trickling. Oh, and Five of Cups, double confirmation. Seven of Pentacles. This has been something that's been slowly unfolding for a while. And it's been unfolding in a way that, like, I don't really see you're satisfied with it. Too joyful about that. So that's why things gotta change, right? Because this ain't working. This ain't the vibe. This ain't what you're wanting for the long term. Okay. Page of Swords. What are you finding out? What is coming to light? What's this new awareness? This new detail? This new understanding? Page of Swords. Page of Swords for Cancer. Tell me this information. King of Cups. Now, this could be through your intuition. This fellow on the Page of Swords. So it's like this could be something that you felt intuitively. You had this intuitive nudge and, you know, it's correct. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. It's also like your emotions are telling you a huge thing. How you feel emotionally about this situation is a huge guide. Oh, look, High Priestess. Yeah, again, your intuition, your inner world, how you, like the energy, right? Energy don't lie. You could be overthinking it right now or not trusting yourself. You're like doubting your intuition. Don't doubt your intuition. Page of Swords. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords at the bottom. We have a pair over here. So things are quite serious, especially if you're dealing with another person. We have some heavy masculine energy, King of Swords, Emperor, and Six of Cups. Someone you may have some history with, or someone that your souls are familiar with. I'm seeing here you want answers, or you want some sort of clarity. So you have this intuition, right? King of Cups and the High Priestess. You have this deep intuition, but now you want that confirmation, or now you want to, like, not test it, but you're fishing, as how I'm reading this, is like you're literally fishing for some sort of reaction or response or conclusion or something like that. And then we have someone that is meeting you with this energy. I am seeing some sort of cycle or history repeating itself, or this pattern, the past here. There's a similarity. Someone is either guarded about the past, their past, they don't want to talk about their past, something about the past triggers them, or they're very untrusting. Coming from a masculine, King of Swords and the Emperor. What's the Eight of Cups about? Because you could be detaching from something, right? So we saw that, emotionally detaching or taking a step back. Eight of Cups for Cancer. Nine of Wands. So you're putting your foot down and protecting yourself. Death. You're making this change known, or it's like you're saying, I'm not going back. We have a Page of Cups falling out on top of the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This did fall out kind of in the middle, not completely upright, not completely in the reverse. So this tells me that I feel like there's more to come, especially when it comes to like expression, conversation, heart-to-heart conversations, vulnerable things being brought up here. Not all has been revealed just yet. I feel like there's like you're halfway there. There's like halfway to go. There's some things that have become expressed and known. And then there's still some things that have been withheld, or there's an energy of holding back. But there is going to be more progression here. This could even be you, Cancer. You could be very guarded and untrusting right now of others or even yourself. You're done making excuses. Death and the Nine of Wands. You want change, or you're in the process of making change. You're making a promise to yourself that there's no going back. You're in this rebirth stage. Why is Strength here? I'm hearing like you have the strength to overcome this. You have the strength to change, to adapt, to make the necessary decisions or adjustments. We have the Nine of Swords. So there's like a lot of mental strength that this is requiring from you. Seven of Cups. This could be a very confusing time. A lot is changing, a lot is shifting, but at the end of all of this, 10 of Cups, you're going to be fulfilled, you're going to be happy. Right now, you could be struggling to see, how is this going to happen? How am I going to get there? How is this all going to work out? How? You're asking how too many times. You're driving yourself insane. You're driving yourself mental. You're overworking your mind, right? What did we say? Harmony and gives to the mind. You got to take good care of your inner state, finding that inner peace, finding that inner balance, and observing the changes that are happening around you, observing the changes that you're going through mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, energetically. Like you're going through a lot of energetic upgrades. Okay. And the best thing that you can do, the best approach as you're going through these shifts, is to really stay as grounded as possible. Okay, because there's a lot of moving pieces and there's a lot of distortions, and it's hard to see your way through. Right now, it's like it's your affirmation. I can deal with whatever comes my way. Okay, whatever this is that you're dealing with, you got this. You will overcome this, and you will get through the fog and the confusion. And on the other side, you're gonna be happy as can be, in so much harmony, so much pleasure, so much enjoyment. Okay. You got this. We have Page of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Devil. So your mind is just keeping you trapped. It's all in your head. I mean, you might be going Page of Pentacles. This could be bringing attention to your physical surroundings, your finances, your living situation, your body, like, you know, things that may be out of your control or take longer to materialize, longer to manifest in the physical. But a lot of the blockage is just your mindset or what you're telling yourself. So not to get in too invested in the little hesitations or the doubts or the second guessing or the questioning or the when, how, why, this, that, like asking too many freaking questions and just getting paralyzed. Analyst paralysis. I couldn't get the words out. Okay. And let me just see why is the past being brought up? I gotta wrap this up. 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. What about the past? It says your affirmations. The universe brings all that I need to feel blissful. I remember and treasure past happiness. So there is this like, I've gotten through this before. I can get through this again. I was happy once. I'll be happy again. Or there's something like, you know, like knowing that the light is on the other side of this challenge. Or not, I don't know, challenge or change or whatever you're going through, whatever these little obstacle course that you're going through. Page of Wands. There's hope, there's optimism, there's more play. 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. 4 of Wands with the 4 of Wands. More double confirmation this entire reading. Let's get one more. 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. 8 of Cups in the reverse. There's something that you're returning to with a different approach. Hangman at the bottom. All right. Temperance and also Justice. Different approach, different angle that changes the entire trajectory of your life, of this situation, of this experience. All right. So something you're leaving behind. It's most likely, it's not, I don't really think, some of you could be moving, of course. 10 of Cups, you might be moving where you live. You might be selling a home, selling a property. But anyways, something that you're leaving behind is most likely something in the mental space. It's most likely a mindset. There's something that you're returning to though. 8 of Cups in the reverse. It's not like you're completely just throwing it all away, but you're throwing something away. You're making space with a different approach so that you have more pleasure and more harmony. Getting rid of whatever this disharmony is or this imbalance or just like whatever this is. It's like a rock in your shoe. You just got to take your shoe off, shake your shoe, get the rock out and put it back on. And then you'll be able to walk better and walk longer. So there's something like that coming through, but your overall energy, you're hopeful, you're optimistic. You seem to have a lot of support around you. You seem to be quite in alignment. 1111 card is what we see this as. So yeah, just a different approach changes a lot. Okay. I will leave your reading here, Cancer. I hope that you found this helpful and insightful. I love you so much. Private readings are available down below. My throat is cutting out. What the fuck? I've been kind of like under the weather this last week. Like sinus is going crazy. So bear with me. But anyways, I love you so much. Private readings available down below. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at JadeStoneTarot. And I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.